Hi, my name is Dan Roberts, and it's my pleasure to come to you this afternoon to speak to you related to my skill set and my credentials as well as my experience, particularly in the training and development field and sales field as well. I have been a trainer, an educator, a facilitator for over 20 years, and throughout that time I have had quite a bit of success in that role. I have taught and spoken to groups as small as one in one-on-one settings and as large as more than 1,000 as I've been keynote speaker in several opportunities. Most of my training skills have centered around the soft skills of business and the opportunity to tell people how to relate better with one another and to use who they are, to maximize who they are, to become the best that they can at what they do. I believe in the internal significance of people. I believe that people have within them a giftedness to be very creative, to be very good at what they do. I think part of why we don't often succeed at what we do is because we have not harnessed the power that's within us in order to become that. And it's important for us to look first of all at ourselves as who we are and utilize that and become accountable for ourselves and utilize who we are in what we do. I have experience in multiple fields with multiple organizations. I've taught among groups such as the U.S. Army, the U.S. Army Reserve, waste management, health care, orthopedic companies, doctors' associations. I've preached at churches. I've spoken to countless groups. I've taught in the college setting as an adjunct professor in business and education. I've had granted great opportunities internationally, and I've worked on teams that have gone on benevolent work internationally, and I've spoken in those countries. I even taught in a university in Haiti for a week seminar on leadership and management. So it's my pleasure to be able to speak with you regarding that. I wanted to share a little bit about my philosophy when it comes to training and teaching. First of all, I believe that there are three key components to the training environment. First of all, the first component is knowledge. We have to be knowledgeable of our subject. We have to come in some extent as the subject matter expert. Now, the interesting thing is related to that a lot of times in the adult education and the adult learning environment, we don't come with more knowledge than some of our learners. But we need to come with enough knowledge that we can lead them and influence them to a better understanding of themselves and the topic that's at hand. Then we also have to add to that knowledge skills. We have to be someone who has a creative delivery style, someone who has the ability to capture and engage the audience so that they don't feel that it's not worth their time to be there. We have to be able to speak to them in such a manner. And finally, and this is where I excel and where my heart lies, we have to add to that knowledge and that skill, we have to add a passion. A passion that says, I believe in what I'm doing here. Now, it's very easy when you think the way I think related to what leadership is. I believe very simply, and I think perhaps John Maxwell said this best, I believe that leadership is influence. Leadership is us taking our abilities, who we are, showing an accountability for that, and influencing others to use who they are, to allow who they are to shine through and let their personal accountability for who they need to become shine through so that they can become better than they were. That's the beauty of facilitation. That's the beauty of teaching. That's the beauty of life change. And I believe in a nutshell, training and facilitation should offer life change. If it doesn't, then it's probably not worth our while. Now, knowledge and skills and passion can be applied to anything you're doing. If you're teaching human resources people how to properly fill out a time card request form, or if you're teaching somebody how to fly an airplane, or someone to do heart surgery, or someone to be a leader or a manager or a first-time supervisor, you can add a passion and a joy to that, because what you're doing is one of the most sacred trusts of all. You're taking people in their lives and trying to invest in them so that they can choose for themselves to become a better person. For about 22 plus years I've done this, and it's been my joy to do this, and I've had a great experience doing it, a lot of success doing it. All along the way I've had to sell myself and sell product sell the opportunities to train, sell the information that I have been training with all along the way. And I've worked with people from the CEO level all the way down even to bus drivers and just about everybody in between. I've worked with doctors and lawyers, receptionists, engineers, business leaders, lieutenant colonels, all sorts of people, all sorts of clientele, red and yellow, black and white, I have been a part of so that they can change their lives and make decisions about the accountability that they choose for themselves so that they can become the best that they can be. It's my pleasure to present myself to you. Again, my name is Dan Roberts. I have a doctorate in education and organizational leadership, highlighting and complementing a 25-year career in investing in people's lives to bring about life change. I live in greater Atlanta, Georgia, about a 22-minute drive to the airport, which makes me about 4 hours plus a security line wait away from any destination in the United States, sometimes even less. Look forward to hearing from you. I may be reached at 678-478-4198 or Dan_Roberts@bellsouth.net. Thank you so much for your time.